So, welcome. Welcome back to the Mother Clocking channel. Okay? Where we clock it and clock in and clock in and clock. Okay? Let's get into it, okay? I'm so excited. Bro, I'm kind of new to this, so I'm really just geeked and don't know how to act every time I get on here. But I'm deciding to use a different deck. I have used this deck on this channel, but I don't really use this deck often. I don't know. Right? But maybe that's you. Maybe you finna explore something you don't usually do often. Let me just tell y'all who this message is for. Because although I don't know exactly what's gonna come through today, I do know exactly who this meant for. This is meant for a sovereign fucking soul, bro. This is meant for someone who does not want to replicate anybody else. Like, you might look around and see bits of qualities that you enjoy or bits of a lifestyle from other people, but you really would not trade your life for anyone else's. You wouldn't change your face, your body, your mind, your spirit for anybody else's, although it's taken a while to get to that point. Maybe for some of y'all, you are at this point where you're like, girl, thank God I'm me. That's who I'm talking to, okay? And I'm also talking to people who feel this way in regards to themselves, but also in regards to the world that they live in. I know that there's a lot of sussy structures and traditions that are for some reason still upheld. Although we ridicule them and critique them, they still seem to be prevalent. Oh. Yeah, so it's time to unplug the light. Literally. And that doesn't mean like going, oh my god, why are we doing this? Chill. What? Guys. Okay. Fuck. Hope y'all still with me. What was I saying? Yeah, you feel this way about the world, okay? Feel this way about the world. You notice where there's an artificial spotlight and where the media and the mass consciousness has been directed towards one specific thing through one specific lens, with a spotlight on certain literal fear-mongering tactics, lack mentalities, competitive tendencies, and you see where this is genuinely promoted, not only promoted, but low-key forced down people's throats. You see where the spotlight, you see the false light, and you also recognize that regardless of how many fluorescent LED, I should probably, the more I channel, I should probably change this bulb to something a little more calm. But you see that light, that false light, and you also see the sun and the fact that that ain't ever going nowhere. No matter how much light energy is harvested and attempted to be misdirected, the sun always gonna outshine everything. So let's start with these two. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands and the Empress to start off the reading. Okay, so I don't know, maybe y'all make music, y'all make beats, y'all want a drum, or you're gonna receive some applause soon, some type of celebration, or you're gonna be the one applauding yourself. Girl, who knows? Hopefully y'all relate. But we gonna start off with the Empress because I feel like this is you. That's you, shorty. So far as what I've learned, I don't think that even made sense, but as far as I've learned, yeah, the Empress is a culmination of all of the feminine leaders of the tarot. So oh, She's completely mastered every element: air, the thought, the mind, communication; water, the emotions, the intuition, the creativity; fire, the passion, the spirit, the drive; and earth, the groundedness and the commitment and consistency that it takes to show up in your full power. So I'm also noticing in these cards how there's like the birds next to her. I was gonna say it's a dude and a female bird, but I don't think that's true. I think one is just facing forward and the other one is facing backwards, but they're both looking at her. So this is signifying that you're learning the divine balance of when to keep at something as well as when to leave it behind, when to look forward and when to turn your back. And it's never an attempt to find something behind you or reach for something attainable beyond you. It's always with this centeredness of looking towards yourself as the main map. I'm gonna leave it at that. As you can see, the Knight of Wands is somebody who is actively on a journey. They're using this map that you're learning how to trust in, learning how to just dive full force into, just like me in this reading. Because girl, I have no preparation, like girl, but your life is the preparation. Your spirit is the only preemptive practice that you need in order to take up this journey. And if you're wondering, like, bro, I'm feeling like some of y'all are like, but bro, like, how, like, boy, if you don't, like, if you wasn't supposed to be on this journey, you wouldn't be alive. I promise you that. You know, it's so easy for you to not be alive. Did you know that? It's so easy for you to not be alive. It's so easy for you to just be a thought. It's so easy for you to be a wish. It's so easy for you to just be a possibility, but you're not. You're an actuality. You're a practicality. You're an enigma. You're a magical fact. That's your existence, baby. So, Knight of Wands, we gonna look into this deck because, baby, I only know so much and I'm learning with you. Why did the reins look like a bobby pin to me? Wait, like, you see how he's holding it right there? Not a bobby pin, a safety pin. Okay, bet, let me cook. So something about a safety pin is giving me like, you might have been this person who's able to literally so swiftly, tactfully, and gracefully hold shit together. Connect two opposing forces, connect odds, connect even parts of yourself that seem so dissonant. Yeah. Oh my god. Song recommendation. Y'all should listen to Dissonance by Mr. Larry Floyd Larry. I'm gonna look it up. Cause girl, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But shout out to him. I feel like 2022, around 2022, he would go live on TikTok and I would just, it would be the perfect time. It would be at the end of my long ass school day and I would pull up to my room, connect my speaker, and I would play his live streams like music, and it was just because he would be playing, and just shout out to that. But he felt like that for me, that silver lining. Yeah, because the safety pins are usually silver. I mean, they're not real silver, but the color is silver, so it's like this silver lining of my day where I would be packed to the brim with so much to consider, so much homework, so much drama, so many questions, so much history, and still something about his ability to show up and just sing it, do his craft, literally kept me going. So maybe you are that person for yourself. You're your biggest cheerleader, and you might be that person for others, okay? And okay, so he's riding a dark horse. He's riding a navy blue horse. Ooh. upside down. Exactly. This is kind of what I was gonna touch on. So, ooh, girl, speaking of this, because we got navy blue here. That's not navy blue. It's like electric. It's like kind of like the card. But it's also, I want to touch on kind of how this is a positive quality of yours and it is a superpower, but it is also might not have been created from an empowered place. So you might have developed a skill of extreme tactness and extreme peacemaking and resourcefulness. Like, oh my god, literally through hard ass time, challenging at times. And something about, I don't know, something about a safety pin, bro, that gotta be the most resourceful like item. I don't know, something about it. It's like a safety pin cannot be replaced. Like, I was thinking about this a few years back. Like, whoever invented that, like, maybe I'll think I'm chatting, but if you really think about it, that is a keen at invention. 11:11 on the clock. It's like it's one of one. Like, who could fill safety pin's spot? Like, what could hold it together? Like safety spin, spin the needle. Maybe just like the only thing you could do is sew it together, but you were in a situation where you might not have had the infrastructure such as a sewing machine. You might not have had the continuity in your life such as a thread. I hope these little metaphors are making sense. But so you were just this kind of transient and temporary, not in a bad way, but in a mutable, adaptable way. You were this force, this resource to yourself, but not only yourself, but the community around you. And this can be something that you use to your advantage, but it can also, this is just like, let me take a breath. Literally, whenever you find yourself jumping to that helpful energy, okay, 12:21 on my clock, you should consider before you enact and jump to fix everything, you should consider why you're jumping to the rescue, okay? Because not everything needs your rescue. And yeah, not everything needs your rescue, bro. And a lot of times it's like we can burn ourselves out from being so quick to tend to other people's needs before our own. And this is really a reminder today. Like, girl, I feel like I stick with one card really long. But the dark blue was literally, oh my god, hold on, give me a second, because girl, I have a blanket on today, okay? Like, something about comfort, something about, like, literally you just not finding comfort in your environment, so becoming that comfort. And it's like the thing that keeps people comfortable, the thing that keeps the clothes tailored, okay, is the sharpest thing. It's the safety pin. It's the you get it. Okay, but oh, okay, so something about the dark blue drew me to this item, okay? It looks it looks a little suspicious, guys, but it's actually pepper spray. And the reason I had to get this is because I had a very scary encounter on the train the other day where I'm not even gonna get too much into it, but trigger warning, I was low-key like harassed. Yeah, not assaulted because I was not touched, thankfully, but trigger warning for real, because girls, like, you are sweet, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, you're a sweet ass soul, bro. And you're the type of sweet that's deeply intricate in flavor, okay? You got hints of fucking lavender, chamomile, you got hints of plum, you got hints of fucking you got a nutty tone, you got a smoky exterior, you got every complex liquid flavor that blends most deliciously together, that fills you up with a delicious delight within, while still not overloading your palate and just feeling like a whole like I don't know, I'm thinking of not struggle meal, but a struggle sweet. So it's like you want something sweet, but you just throwing everything sweet into the pan. You're not that, okay, baby. You're not that. You're not like, you're not a Snickers bar, bro. You're an extremely like, you're an extremely niche dessert. And because of that, you gotta learn to protect your energy, shorty. Like, I was just like, the day this happened to me, bro, I was on my Instagram story. I hope y'all don't mind me adjusting it because I like how it looks better this way, okay? But I was on my Instagram story, low-key yelling at the baddies to know what it is and know what it ain't, okay? Know that your sweetness is a miracle, but it is rare. So let me unbox this with y'all, because I gotta prepare to learn how to use this, okay? It's actually really cute. It looks kind of like, why am I, it looks like a pleasure toy, okay, to me. I don't even own one, so tell me. But okay, this might be a message, like, oh, it's glow in the dark, chill on them. I'm not finna try it out, but how do I attach this? Okay, we gonna do this part together. I hope y'all enjoy this little intermission. Well, my brain loads. Okay, don't play with it. Hey, yo. Anyway, that aside, make sure you know how to set boundaries, bro. This is something I'm learning. 17 on the clock. Learn how to set healthy boundaries. Something I learned, I don't know when I learned this, but it really stuck with me, bro. A boundary is not, oh my god, that hurt so bad, how could you do that, why did you do that, what made you think you could do that, how could you dare, and I'm gonna take this action as revenge because you did this, or I'm gonna, no. A boundary is saying, this is what I'm comfortable with, this is what I'm not comfortable with. When this happens, I'm telling you from now, and if this happens, if this action is displayed, these are the steps this is the steps I'm gonna display. And it has to be a purely personal response. It cannot be like, oh, I'ma throw your shit out. Okay, baby, that's not a boundary. That's a revenge tactic, okay? That's not a boundary. It could be like, I'm not gonna throw your shit out, but I am gonna take my shit and go somewhere else, okay? That's an example of a boundary. Anyway, let's get into it. I still haven't looked at these other cards. Looks like it's literally a 4-card reading, girl. Oh. So I'm gonna just flip these up. Cause actually, let's see. Is it supposed to be up or down? It's up to the spirits. Oh, okay, damn. Okay. So we got One of Pentacles, not the rat. Maybe it's a mouse. Girl, maybe it's, I don't know what that is. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is the start and ending of a cycle. And I think that maybe you're someone, or you're just facing this right now, where you're at the beginning of a venture. You're having this mindset, or you're having this vision, this goal in mind, and because you are at the beginning, it can feel overwhelming. You might be someone who just is such a visionary that you struggle with seeing the whole picture in the way that it's so elaborately vivid to you and shown and mapped out in your mind that you can already feel the level of work that it's going to take to get there, and sometimes that can overwhelm you. And I'm here to tell you that, girl, none of those steps are going to be possible. None of those steps are even going to get, you're not even going to get the chance to get overwhelmed if you don't just take this first step, okay? And then it'll all come together beautifully. If you think, oh my God, I saw this post the other day, last night, and it literally, bro, let me try to find it, because I don't feel like editing on the screen. I literally just want to post this and forget about it, literally. Confirmation. So literally, and when you're doing these things, you don't overthink about them. Confirmation siren. When you're like making that first step, what you need to do is do that step and move on. You don't need to overthink, was it enough? Was it perfect enough? Is it going to lead to step 2? Was it step 0.7 and I gotta put that extra 0.3? Or was it step 1.4 and like now I did too much and now I think I'm gonna be tired out, so I don't even know if I can make it to 2 and like I'm gonna have to recuperate? And why do I always do this? Because like I feel like I overwork myself and I don't know. Don't do that. I don't know if y'all doing that. Maybe that's, hey, maybe I'm just chatting. But wait, I really hope I find this post, y'all, because it was funny. No, it must have been on my spam. But oh fuck. Oh, why am I capping? That is not the 10 of Pentacles. It's the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. So yeah, this is signaling to me that, I'm gonna just keep my message, but this is signaling to me that it is more of an emotional overwhelm than it is a physical overwhelm. You have all the tools, you have all the passion, you have the physical resources that you need in order to like create this 10 of Cups, or even the 10 of Pentacles. Call, like it's calling to you, bro. Call. Like you hear the owl, whether it's daytime, whether the light is shining on you, whether it's the sun, like we said in the beginning, is shining on that vision, or whether it's pitch black, baby, you still hear that call. And I feel like for you, it's important to learn how to seriously regulate your nervous system, regulate your emotions, bro. And a big part of that is creativity. Okay, it's not always like, it's important to be emotionally aware, emotionally conscious, and mature, but I think we can also overdo it sometimes and just become like just like a trashy therapist is coming through. I don't know. I like to like make sayings when they both have the same letter to start. And you might be someone, or you might be someone who has double initials. Okay, that's coming through, because baby, I do too. That's my favorite type of baddie. I don't know. Like I love y'all. Okay, like I'm Marilyn Monroe, girl. I don't know anybody else right now, but Mason Margiela. Why am I only coming with M's? Because baby, Bing Chi Bing. If you know, you know. But girl, what was I even saying about this? Oh yeah, like you can become literally a trashy therapist, just tantalizing the issue, just tantalizing the sitch, just overdoing it. When emotions are not supposed to be what is it called, rationalized. They're not supposed to be intellectualized. They're supposed to be felt, communicated, but not through buzzwords. Okay, they're supposed to be communicated through creativity, through true expression, through boundless expression, and expression that's not for consumption, baby. Expression that is for creation purposes, for change, for change, to start as something and become something else by the end of it. I mentioned this in another video. It's called A Passionate Eye Reading for You if you guys want to go watch it. I feel like it's good, and it's not so long, like every message I be giving. So maybe that will resonate with you. I touched a little bit on like just more of a free form of a free form approach to creating, and not like this stick up my ass way. Sorry, I'm trying to be poetic, but it's like sometimes I just gotta be real. Okay, we're gonna pull another card. Actually, wait, Spirit, one more card from here, and then I'm going to literally 10 of Swords on the bottom. So like I was saying, bro, don't over intellectualize it, bro. Don't go into the mind, go into the heart, go into the body, go into the spirit. Your mind is really there to communicate what this I was gonna say this physical plane, but like your mind is what translates anything as physical. This is a purely spiritual, energetic experience, but the brain picks up on certain signals and literally has its own language that it delivers to you, and communicates your senses. Okay, because like I don't know, you can have touch, but it's so it's so sensual, and I don't know, something about sensing it just feels more spiritual than it does concrete. Okay, because you can feel air. Like, what the fuck about that is solid? What about that is like tangible for real? You know what I mean? You can feel the wind. You can feel a feather, like as light as a feather. Oh my god, yeah, something about you doing this and stepping into this creative mode, like, and I'm talking about spontaneous creation, okay? That not so much planned out, okay? And like also realize that you can have a range of projects going on at the same time, and you don't have to feel overwhelmed by that. Like any great genius, like, bro, whoever I'm speaking to, you're a genius, bro. So it's not always gonna, like, you're not gonna work in a linear fashion, okay, bro? It's not about to be project 1, project 2, project 3, project 4, bro. It's about to be project Xfinity, and that's also going to be happening simultaneously as chapter 3 verse 7 of your 1/4 of a quarter series. Like, it's just gonna be multiple things going on at once, and you're not always gonna know the full picture of like how a project is coming together. You might think you're working on something in its entirety, but the whole time it's literally one chapter of your story of this particular creation. Hopefully this making sense, y'all. Spirit, can I get one more? Guys, I really love doing this, like, bro. And this is something like, this is a perfect example, like channeling, and I've talked about this in a lot of my videos, and I'm sure the more seasoned I become in this channeling shit, I'll like give it a break and I'll stop talking about it. But I don't even want to put my phone in the frame, but it's like channeling for me is a perfect example. I feel the need to get cozy of like just feeling a call to something and having to trust in it, because it's like channeling is something you really can't plan. Like, girl, you can write notes, and that's what I was doing for a while. Like, I have a book full of channeled messages that I received, and like I would have kept going until the book was finished, until I actually like opened my mouth and shared it. So it's like something about just fucking starting, bro. It's like, I don't know what every single card means, so I have a fucking voice, I have a mouth. Oh, what I was talking about before too, it's like about reaching this 10 of Pentacles, or reaching this 10 of Cups, or reaching this goal, or reaching this like completion point, and getting overwhelmed from the beginning because you see that vision clearly. You are not gonna realize it's gonna come together so easily, bro. Like, when you surrender, and when you surrender to your intrinsic power and legitness and genius, it's gonna come together, baby. Let it work through you, bro. And what I was gonna bring up is how I saw this post that I couldn't find, of course, but oh look, of course it comes back up. But right, this is what I'm talking about, bro. These are all the way, like, this is the mindset shift that hopefully is gonna I I just knew that wasn't really gonna hit. But I hope it hit your spirit, bro. Like, hopefully it's gonna activate you. Sorry, guys. Like, I do need to show. I just got to. I got to. I need my heart open and receptive. But you're not gonna realize how like sanctioned you are, how knowledgeable you are until it's already done, and then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go. Because bro, I saw this thing and it was like the post was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I don't know, it just had all the days, had all the numbers, had all the letters, and it's like that's such easy information, right? But it's like literally like someone was like pre-K to like cheat sheet, pre-K cheat sheet, you know what I mean, for the test. And it's like, bro, we have so much knowledge that we just have, bro, because we just fucked around and found out by living, and we take it for granted how low-key masterful we are. Like, those are all just concepts, they're all just sounds that we make, but we've assigned a meaning, and now it has validity, and it's a concept to learn and attain. It's so many things like that that we already have within our repertoire, and this is the same as you and your gifts. You just need to give yourself the platform to show it. Bruh, not me pulling the same cards, bro. Knight of Wands, but it was in reverse. So this time, which I meant to do, I'm gonna read the book and then we're gonna call it a night, okay, girl? Because it's no other cards. 31, 31 on the clock. I wonder like what it sounds like from outside, like what it sounds like I'm talking about. Oh my god, so there's clearly like a very like, I'm definitely speaking to the same collective because I just realized I pulled this card in my other, from my other deck. So it didn't even change. Deck to deck, it's the same shit, bro. And the last message was about more so not really being too deep into your Knight of Wands energy, which is very impulsive, very passion-led, and just very spirit-driven. Not really thinking twice and just going all up into it. That message was about chilling on that energy and double thinking. This message is about going ahead and doing it. You're someone who has been thinking a little bit too much, baby. Okay. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it, my love. The Knight of Wands is pure action. He is a reflection of the kind of person who acts before thinking. Impulsive, passionate, free, he is capable of setting out on a dangerous mission just because he feels he must. He is often someone who has a reckless attitude towards life because he loves risk. He represents an aggressive, impetuous, shit, I'm not me learning shit along with you. Impetuous and passionate temperament. He is the pure energy of life which must be mastered and channeled in order to make the most of it. Those who resemble this knight are charismatic but can be self-centered. They cannot contain your fire. Okay, so maybe like to warn against these kind of shadow aspects of this knight, being self-centered, being impulsive, it's okay to take that pause, but still harbor the same energy of going full-fledged into it, but knowing what you're going into and knowing why. Knowing why will keep you grounded and keep you purposeful and not just passionate for all the wrong endeavors. And then in terms of being self-centered, girl, I don't know, I feel like we could all be a little more self-centered. 555, like I don't find anything wrong with it in this day and age. Like, not even self-centered, like selfish and like self-full, like being full of the self. Being full of the self is not a bad thing, okay? We always talk about ego like it's a bad thing, something we destroy, but we would never be alive. We wouldn't even have a name if we have an ego, if we didn't have a self, and it's something to celebrate, not something to shy away from. But maybe you can use this passion in doing something that is so you, but it is a shared endeavor. Just like, for example, me channeling right now. Like, I feel like I really have to come up to the bar and come up to the plate. The plate? I don't know, girl. But just come up to this. Like, I have to meet this task fully as myself. And I can't hide. Like, I just can't be anything other than what I am, and that takes a certain self-centeredness to just even believe that my time, my energy, my words, my perspective, and my channel is valuable enough to be shared. That takes a level of self-centeredness, and it takes this passionate flame to just show up. But it's also not just completely self-indulgent, where it's like I'm also giving back and sharing the message and being open enough to receive criticism or let people receive me. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna pick one more deck, because speaking of self-centeredness or just being like utilizing the self, I started making my own deck last night. Okay, I don't even know if I'm gonna include this because now I'm touching my hair a lot. I don't even give a fuck. I started making my own deck yesterday. Okay, this one, it says trust. I know my handwriting is a little. Wait, I'm so sorry if you can hear the screaming in the background, girl. Awkward as fuck. But I really only have like 8 cards in this bitch right now. But we're gonna pull one for you, and then I'm gonna end this message out there. But this is the final message on a note of adding a personal touch to everything. Let's get it. Because this is another perfect example, okay? Like, I have a future project or a project in the works of creating an oracle deck with my artwork. I also want to make my own rendition of the tarot. So there's just a lot of divination projects that I am creating. But I really want to be so intentional with it and be so like, girl, I'm so sorry if you can hear this background. I'm not mad if you already clicked off. But yeah, so because of that, I just was like seeing it as something so far in the future, and then I realized that I could still make myself a little deck. Like, I could, yes, literally, yes. So I could still make myself a little deck. Doesn't mean shit. Like, I could still use that passion and just create a little prototype, or like still get into that energy. Okay, Spirit, one card for the collective to end off this message. Okay, this card already came out and I said no. So the first side said message and channel. So maybe you want to start your own channel, girl. There's never too many. There's never too many, okay? The more that we tap into this fluid, receptive channeling energy is the less that we become possessive leaders, the less we become overly self-absorbed, like wisdom tellers, okay? True wisdom can only come from those who have a certain humbleness in realizing that they are channels, they are vessels. And maybe this is your sign that you want to start a channel. Maybe you're starting a YouTube channel. Maybe you want some Chanel, okay? Maybe you're just here to share a message, whether that be through your music, through your art, through literally your unique presence. But baby, either way, it's time that you share that shit and just shine so that the world can enjoy you and that you can enjoy you, because you came into this life to see yourself in your full capacity. And I'm just so excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for us. I'm sending so much love to you. I love you so much. Like, girl, I love you so much. Whether you're a baddie, a baddo, or baddie, but it, badu, I fuck with you. Okay, baby? So have a great whatever and just keep on shining. Wait, that was a good one. Guys, I don't know what I said in this message, but I hope it resonated.